What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna try to make this a short one with as little editing as possible, but this is an idea that I have been thinking about for the past few days. I watched this video, this Hamza video, a long time ago, and something he says in this video is ruthlessly pursue your goals. And I have been pretty much obsessively thinking about that phrase, that idea for the past week and a half now, of just like ruthlessly pursuing your goals. It has really shifted my perspective because now I'm evaluating all my decisions and all of my actions through that lens. For the past few days, for example, I have been kind of shit with my diet because on Sunday I took way too long to record the video that I posted on Monday. That's also a byproduct. I posted late because I usually try to post on every Sunday. That was a screw up on that part. However, because of that, I was unable to do my meal prep. And because I was unable to do my meal prep, that led to me going out and buying crap, garbage food. And that's why we meal prep. That is why we do the meal prep process, is because we want to prevent ourselves from eating garbage food. Because the odds of you going out and looking for something healthy to eat isn't very likely. At least not for me. If I forget to meal prep, it means I'm probably going to Wawa. I'm probably going to go somewhere fast, somewhere convenient, because after work, I don't have leisure time. After work, I immediately go back into work. So I go from my 9 to 5 job, then I go to my 5:30 to 9 job. Tuesdays and Thursday evenings I usually have off, but I try to spend that time doing something productive. And the last thing I want to think about is, what am I gonna eat? Okay, so that's an immediate failure, which is kind of ironic considering the last video I posted was about successes and failures. But ruthlessly pursuing your goal. Ruthlessly pursuing your goals. First of all, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? What is the time frame that you're trying to achieve them? What is preventing you from going after them? Why are you going after them in the first place? That's another thing I've been thinking about for a very long time. Constantly remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing, because there is a 100% guarantee that you're gonna hit a point where you're like, I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. That's 100% guarantee. It's going to happen to all of you who are watching. Even if your why changes. What's up, Driz? Drizzy boy. What's up? Going on an adventure? This is a good boy. This is a very good boy. This is such a good boy. He's so good I can't even stand it. He's going on an adventure with me. Remind yourself every single day why it is you're doing what you're doing. Really have like 1 to 3 core reasons why you're doing what you're doing. Have them written down. And I'm not just talking to the viewers here. I'm talking to you, future me. Just do it. Know why you're doing what you're doing and ruthlessly pursue it. I've been reading this book, Millionaire Fastlane, and I've been reading 4-Hour Workweek. Something that Tim Ferriss says in the 4-Hour Workweek is, so he's always redefining words, and he says the new definition of laziness is simply being complacent and accepting conditions that aren't ideal and allowing your conditions to dictate your position in life. I've been doing that for most of my life, and I've definitely hit a point where I'm sick of it. I don't want to let the conditions of my life dictate how I'm living my life anymore. Something they talk about a lot is separating time from income. In the Millionaire Fastlane, he talks about building a machine. So he gives a parable of these 2 Egyptian dudes. I don't remember their names, but 2 Egyptian dudes. They're commissioned by the pharaoh to each build a pyramid, and when they do, they get like endless wealth, abundance of wealth, all the women they want, wine, booze, whatever. So the one dude just starts dragging a bunch of bricks and organizes them. Like, he builds the base of the pyramid, and it takes him like a year to do that. And he's like, dude, where's this other guy at? What is he doing? He goes to his hut or whatever, and he sees he's like making some sort of contraption. And this guy's like, you're not building the pyramid like the pharaoh instructed you to. Like, is this a mutiny? What are you doing here? And the other guy's like, shut up and leave me alone. I'm building a pyramid my way. You can keep doing whatever stupid bullshit you're doing. So the first dude is like, all right, whatever. Goes back to what he was doing before. He gets to the second layer. So the base of the pyramid is built, and he gets to the second layer, and he finds that getting these gigantic bricks onto that first layer is excruciatingly difficult because these bricks are unbelievably heavy. So what he does is, it's kind of a silly story, but what he does is he finds basically a personal trainer to train him to get bigger muscles so that he can lift these bricks to the next layer of the pyramid. And it takes him, like, let's say 6 months or something to just get the strength necessary to get that brick on the next layer. So he does that, and then it takes him like 2 years to get the second layer finished. And then he's still wondering where this other guy is. And then suddenly there's this giant trebuchet-like machine coming in the distance, followed by a crowd of people who are like applauding and cheering. This guy's like, what the hell's going on? And this machine just starts churning. Starts laying the foundations of bricks. And this machine does what this dude did, what it took this dude a year to do in like maybe a month. So this guy's like, oh no, dude, like it took me a year to build that base. Like, oh, I thought this guy was an idiot. Like, here I am, the idiot, but whatever, I'm still gonna keep doing my thing anyway. Dude B now has this machine that is basically doing 15 times the amount of work that dude number A was doing. And obviously he ends up completing the pyramid, and he ends up getting all the riches of Egypt, and obviously gets all the women and is buried with the pharaoh. And dude B dies of a heart attack at the top of his pyramid. Like, as he's just about to finish building it, he dies of a heart attack because the work was so strenuous. And the parable was basically to illustrate that the dude A's method is the standard way, right? So dude A's method is go to college, get a job, you know, the standard path, what he calls the slow lane, because the whole book is based on like highways and stuff. That is the illustration of the slow lane. He later explains in that chapter, there's like 2 types of leverage that you can use. There's uncontrollable limited leverage, and there's controllable unlimited leverage. So what does that mean? Uncontrollable limited leverage basically means you have no power. Your hope of getting a raise is based off of your work performance and the temperament of your boss. You basically are dude A, you have to put in 15 times the amount of work to get a fraction of a percent of the same distance as person B, who is, let's say, an entrepreneur. Someone who has built a machine that essentially generates profit for him. So as I'm reading this chapter, also Hamza has released this video of like basically how to create the $10,000 a month lifestyle. It's all basically the same thing, man. Like 4-Hour Workweek, .com secrets, Millionaire Fastlane. All these ideas connect in one way or another. They just sort of explain it in different ways, and obviously they have their own takes on it, and they go more in depth on some of these ideas, but in essence, they're all kind of the same. Hamza is a big proponent of building a YouTube channel or a social media business, and that being your leverage. Anyway, the point is that I don't want to be dude A. I would much rather be dude B. I'd much rather be the entrepreneur. I'd rather be the person who has unlimited leverage. I want to be the person who's able to separate his time from money. I would rather spend 1 to 2 or even 3 years building a machine that will generate wealth for me that I only have to maintain, you know, every once in a while. That's not to say I want to stop working. That would be completely absurd, because humans are built to work. It's what we're meant to do. It's what we're called to do. We are supposed to work pretty much until the end of our lives. I just want to have the freedom, the leverage to choose what that is. But I can only get to that point if I dig deep, grit my teeth, ruthlessly pursue that goal. Part of that is just reminding yourself why every single day. Freedom is nice, man. Having wealth be automatically generated for you is nice, but if you don't have a fundamental reason why behind it, money for money's sake doesn't really do anything for anyone. What does that money do? In the Millionaire Fastlane, forget his first name, but his last name's DeMarco. That's kind of all I had for this one. Just ruthlessly pursue your goals, man. Leave your enemies in the dust. Make them wish they were you. Remind yourself why. Discipline is doing the shit you don't want to do despite not wanting to do it. I don't know about y'all, but I have a tendency to cave to some carnal desires. One of those being food, especially when I'm hungry. Anyway, my camera's about to die. That's the perfect signal for me to cut this one off. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying the ride. I'll see you in the next one.